Everybody knows I'm really into classic cars, right? Yes. So I don't even like to call them old schools. We got classic cars. You know, some of them old schools. We got some classic cars. So about a year and a half ago, I didn't drive it for like 6 months, but about a year and a half ago, I purchased a Bentley. It's a 1961 Bentley. It's called a Salon 2. And so I got it. I wasn't planning on getting it. I was at a fundraiser, and we were out there just donating to the cause, networking, and it was at the Bentley dealership. So they got this car all roped off. It's just roped off. You can't touch it. Got a little fake security guard. You know why? I don't know why security guards think because you got a belt and a badge, you tough. So a little fake security guard over there, he watching it. It's roped off. Nobody can get to it. But if you don't ask, you don't get. Everybody was acting like they were scared of it. So I asked, "Is this for sale?" The guy said, "Yes." "How much?" Told me how much.
How much was it?
They told me how much. And you don't get everything you want. So they asked me how much was it. I asked how much was it. They told me. I said, "I want it. Let's go. We'll be back to get it Monday," right? So we get it. It's cool. Drive on the right side, very awkward. It feel like the boat. We start calling it immediately Big Bertha. We're like, well, we got Big Bertha. So we riding down the highway. Everybody looking at you because you're on the wrong side. We was taking it to rallies because I do a lot of vintage cruising. Got a little crew I roll with called Vintage Cruising. So we all line up, 8, 10, 12, 5, 7, 9 cars, all vintage cars. We all meet, and we all go to the same place together. Make sure everybody's safe because you don't just ride in these cars anywhere by yourself. So it's 9 cars and 9 millimeters all up and down. For real, for real. So we get there, we all pull in. 9 cars, 9 millimeters. And we park the car, and everybody loves, not just mine, they love all the cars because they're really clean, really cool. One conference, I'm going to have my whole crew come up here, and we're going to park all the cars out there. It's going to be cool, right? So this past Saturday, true story, a gentleman that I met at all these rallies comes up to me, and he goes, "Brian, what do you know about the owner of your car?" I'm like, "I don't know. Older lady, husband died. It was too much responsibility for her. She didn't want it." He said, "Man, that car is too custom." Now, this is a guy that's well known in the car industry. He says, "Way too custom." He said, 1961, they wasn't coming like that. That two-tone and that interior still looking brand new. He called out all these things that I had no idea, nothing about. This and that and this, and I'm just like, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, it's two-tone. He said, "I'm gonna call you back." Now I want y'all to understand, this is the godfather of like cars. He's the top man in this car world, like in the Southeast. He's all over the world known, but I've become good friends with him. He said, "Do you know who Lenny Hayden is?" I said, "No." He said, "I know you wouldn't." He said, 1961, when that car was, not when it was built, but in the early 1960s when the car was built, they were only built, Brian, over in Britain, overseas. So it takes somebody with a lot of money and a lot of customization and a lot of patience and a lot of connects way back then to buy that car. I'm still like, so? He said, "You understand what I'm saying? Google Lenny Hayden. That was Lena Horne's husband. That's her Bentley I bought without even knowing." So I'm like, I'm confused. What exactly does that mean? He said, "What you mean, what it mean? You are the owner of Lena Horne's Bentley?" He said, "I need to meet you at this car show." You can go Google it and look it up, called the Concourse. CONCOURS.org. The Concourse. It's the #1 car show in the world. And he said, "I need you there." I'm like, "When?" He like, "Tomorrow." I'm like, "Tomorrow?" I'll be there. I ain't doing nothing, canceled everything. I'll be there. We taking this bad boy up to the Concourse. Sammy Davis Jr.'s Rolls Royce. James Brown Lincoln Continental, Reggie Jackson's Porsche, Beane and Lena Horne. I said, I'm stunned a little bit walking around. People like, that's you? I'm like, that's me, man, don't worry. Right there next to James Brown, So I see this young lady. She's light-skinned, and I keep looking at her. Like, I know. And everybody's kind of surrounding her. I'm like, who is that? Then I look at the eyes, and they blue. That's Vanessa Williams. And she got all these cameras around her. And she had to pick the car that she wanted to do her interview in front of. She's like, well, you already know. Lena Horne's been my idol for a long time. I'm like, yes. That's what I'm talking about, Vanessa. I just can't see you in front of James Brown. However you do it. I just can't see you in front of his car, right? She like, I want to do it in front of this one. Because that's all free what? Publicity. So she doing her interview. She's like, I've loved this car for a long time, so I'm on the side. Now, let me tell y'all something about me. I'm not starstruck at all. I really don't care a lot about celebrities and stuff like that. My dad was huge back with Parliament Funkadelic, so I grew up with George Clinton and Isaac Hayes, all of them running around my house looking crazy with diapers and yarn in their hair, smoking, all kind of stuff. So I grew up with celebrities. So celebrities really don't bother me. So I stepped to the side while she was doing her interview. I'm like, this is pretty cool. Some said, Brian, you got to at least capture the moment. I don't normally do this. I said, Miss Williams, I said, I'm the proud owner of the car that you were talking about. You mind if I take a picture with it? She's like, with you? She's like, no, of course. Then she started singing. Miss America, Brian Beane, right there together. She just singing, you bring me. Oh, that's Anita Baker. She sang something.
Don't know why.
So what's my point? You buy an asset and then a name triples it in value because of whose it was. Now what will your name leave for your grandchildren? So they can say, that was my grandpa's whatever you buy, and it's 3 times valuable to your grandchildren because of your. But what can you do right now so that the value of your last name brings wealth to those generations behind you?